Today we continue our summer series on untold heroes and little-known history. Our focus this episode is on Operation Tiger, which was a top-secret training exercise conducted to prepare troops for the upcoming Normandy landings. It turned into such a disaster that the exercise was classified for over 40 years. I'm Robert Child, and that's next. And this is Point of the Spear. We have a blockbuster, new 15-part weekly series coming up on Point of the Spear, starting July 19th, D-Day in 90 minutes. Here's a sample.
The southeastern tip of England is less than 300 miles from the Rhine-Ruhr district. The shortest path to victory lay through France, and Hitler knew it. In a November 1943 Führer directive, he wrote, "But now a greater danger appears in the west, an Anglo-Saxon landing. In the east, the vast extent of the territory makes it possible for us to lose ground, even on a large scale, without a fatal blow being dealt to the nervous system of Germany. It is very different in the west. Everything indicates that the enemy will launch an attack against the Western Front in the spring. I can therefore no longer take responsibility for further weakening the west, for it is here that the enemy must and will attack, that the decisive battle against the landing forces will be fought."
The 15-part comprehensive series will release every Wednesday morning starting July 19th and run through the end of October. The podcast series will cover the Normandy invasion from virtually every angle and attempt to leave no stone unturned. I hope you can join us for our new weekly series, D-Day in 90 minutes, only on Point of the Spear.
April 28, 1944, the English Channel. The world was embroiled in the horrors of World War II, and the Allied forces were preparing for the most significant invasion in history, the infamous D-Day. Operation Overlord was in full swing, but amidst the chaos of training exercises, tragedy struck. This is the little-known story of Operation Tiger and the devastating events that unfolded on that fateful day. Operation Tiger was a top-secret training exercise conducted to prepare troops for the upcoming Normandy landings. Slapton Sands, a stretch of beach on the southwest coast of England, was chosen as the training ground. It resembled the conditions the troops would face during the actual invasion of Utah Beach. On that spring day, nearly 30,000 American troops embarked on a series of drills to simulate the amphibious assault. Little did they know that their training exercise would soon descend into disaster. The German E-boats, armed with torpedoes, lurked in the waters, patiently awaiting their opportunity. Suddenly, chaos erupted as the unsuspecting American forces found themselves under attack. The LST's vital landing craft carrying troops and equipment became prime targets for the German torpedoes. In a matter of minutes, several ships were hit, engulfed in flames, and sank into the frigid depths of the English Channel. The survivors, struggling to escape the sinking vessels, fought against the raging sea and the weight of their heavy gear. Many succumbed to hypothermia or drowned before rescue boats could reach them. In the end, nearly 700 soldiers' lives were tragically lost. As if this disaster wasn't enough, tragedy struck from an unexpected source. Unbeknownst to the Americans, their British allies were simultaneously conducting live-fire artillery drills on Slapton Sands. The beach, intended as a sanctuary for the wounded and as a debarkation point, became a scene of chaos and confusion. The deafening roar of the British shelling caused panic among the survivors. Confused and disoriented, American soldiers became victims of friendly fire, caught in the crossfire of their own allies. Close to an additional 300 lives were lost, adding to the already staggering pre-D-Day exercise death toll. In the aftermath of Operation Tiger, a cloak of secrecy descended upon the tragedy. The disaster was classified, hidden from the public eye, and even from the families of the fallen. For 40 long years, the sacrifice of these brave men remained shrouded in silence. It wasn't until 1984 that the truth finally came to light. Decades of secrecy were lifted, and the men who died were given the recognition they deserved. Memorials were erected, and their sacrifice became a somber reminder of the cost of freedom. Operation Tiger, a critical World War II exercise intended to prepare the Allied forces for the forthcoming invasion of Normandy, tragically faltered due to a combination of unforeseen circumstances and operational errors. Yet from the ashes of failure emerged resilience and resolve. Under the leadership of General Dwight D. Eisenhower, lessons were learned, adjustments made, and meticulous planning replaced complacency. The Allies, fueled by their unwavering determination, refined their strategies, improved communication, and bolstered their defenses. These transformative changes paved the way for the triumph of the Normandy invasion, demonstrating the indomitable spirit and adaptability of those who fought for freedom against tyranny.
That's it for this episode. Thanks for joining me. Be with us next time as we explore more stories of untold heroes and little-known history. And don't forget to click that subscribe button to be notified of future episodes. I'm Robert Child, and this has been Point of the Spear.
Music licensed from audioblocks.com. Point of the Spear is produced by RSC Media Group.